Hello and welcome to Meridian News Now. I'm Adriana Cotero.
And I'm Brandie Yates.
$6 million is being distributed across the state to criminal justice agencies.
And the Meridian Township Police Department is getting their fair share of that funding. That's our top story tonight. HOMTV's Sydney Robinson tells us more on just how that money will be spent in the township.
On October 7th, Governor Rick Snyder announced that criminal justice agencies across the state will receive $6 million in federal grants to strengthen anti-drug and fighting efforts. Out of this $6 million, Meridian Township Police will be receiving $13,500.
Before, police in Meridian Township had to look down to write a ticket. Very soon, they will be able to be more aware of their surroundings with a new update coming to the police department.
The police department will be purchasing automated citation software that will allow officers to effectively issue citations electronically.
We are going to update ticket writing software. We're going to have the ability to write electronic citations, and those citations get electronically transferred to the court system and automatically loaded into the records management system.
This will also make situations safer when police are in traffic while issuing citations.
Automatic ticket writing increases officer safety by reducing the amount of time officers are on the roadway. It reduces the time that officers are stopped in traffic, which is one of the most dangerous situations for police officers. Traffic fatalities are very high in the profession. So if we can reduce the amount of time, that reduces the exposure the officers have to that situation.
The update will also allow officers to keep their heads up and not have to print out a ticket, which allows them to be aware of their surroundings so things are safer. In Meridian Township, Sydney Robinson, HOMTV.
And Township Police say they're looking forward to the new update and that this new software will make things a little easier while on the road.
Too many deer in Meridian, something that the township has been combating for the last 5 years with their deer management program, which is now expanding. At their October 11th meeting, the Park Commission unanimously voted to add 6 parks to the current deer management program. Forest Hills Natural Area Ferguson, Hatrick Orlando, and Wanch Parks have all been added. This year, 473 deer have been harvested, but continuous complaints about deer has allowed the program to expand.
It would be an exaggeration to say that my phone rings off the hook, but it rings all day long with complaints of deer. This year I've been getting, I'd say, as many complaints as I did when this program first started about 5 years ago. It's really ticked up.
That's a correction, 473 deers in the last 5 years. The parks new to the program that are closer to schools will only allow hunting on weekends and holiday breaks.
And road work on the Marsh Road Bridge was supposed to be finished this past weekend, but due to weather, it is being delayed. The final steps of the construction includes the final concrete coating of the bridge. The lanes were recently striped, and the bridge is said to be open to traffic in the meantime. However, the outside lanes will be closed again when the coating work resumes, and some residents are looking forward to that bridge work being done.
I want the bridge to be fixed, so, because it's used a lot, foot traffic, bicycle, cars, so, and I've lived here for a very long time, so that's very nice.
And the final concrete coating is not scheduled to resume until Thursday or Friday of this week.
A joint effort from 6 communities in Ingham County could possibly make the Red Cedar River a main attraction. A water trail proposal to have a canoe line on the Red Cedar was presented to the Park Commission. The proposed canoe line will travel through the 23-mile river beginning in Williamston and ending at the Capitol. The Ingham County Trail millage and buy-in from the communities surrounding the river is expected to fund the project.
The Red Cedar River is right now really underused and kind of in the background of the social consciousness around here. So our goal will be to put the river on the map in the community's consciousness in a positive way for the first time ever.
Before committing to the project, the Park Commission will communicate with the surrounding communities for the letters of commitment. Coming up, we get to know the Haslett School Board.
And what area school was just named top in the nation? That's after the break on Meridian News Now, your source for community news. Watch Ballot Meridian election programs on HOMTV for award-winning election coverage for the last 28 years. We provide in-depth one-on-one candidate interviews and live call-in debates. We will be live on election night until the last ballot is counted and reported at the local level. Watch Ballot Meridian election programs, your source for election information, only on HOMTV.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Whether it's in the senior center or out in the community, senior living helps older adults get the most out of Ingham County. Watch Senior Living on HOMTV.
Welcome back. The clock is ticking for the 2016 general election, and voters have just about 21 days to finalize their choices. Our Home TV's Elizabeth Crenshaw has the story on what voter in the state of Michigan will not see on the ballot this year.
Back, baby, that's right. Get those.
Y'all ready to feel the burn for Hillary?
Whether you support Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump or Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, the 2016 general election is historic for the state of Michigan. 0 ballot measures are certified to appear on the Michigan ballot on November 8, 2016.
There are no state proposals or initiatives on the ballot, and that's pretty unusual because almost every major election there are state proposals.
I believe it's been at least a decade since we have not had a statewide proposal on the same ballot as a presidential election.
Right now, the state of Michigan currently allows citizen initiatives through indirect initiated state statutes, initiated constitutional amendments, and veto referendums. Meridian Township Clerk Brett Dreyfuss says 250,000 signatures are needed for a proposal to be on the ballot. However, he also says a proposal to legalize marijuana had 260,000 signatures and should have been on the ballot, but some were out of the 180-day time frame.
And in the past, it was perfectly acceptable. There was a procedure in place to allow those signatures to still count.
It's going to be a big ballot, so even without the statewide proposal, it will be a long ballot.
In Meridian Township, Elizabeth Crenshaw, Home TV.
And if you're unable to make it to the polls on November 8th, you can still request an absentee ballot at your local township clerk's office.
With 110 House districts in the state of Michigan, Meridian Township falls within the 69th district, along with Williamstown Township, Locke Township, and parts of Lansing and East Lansing. Candidates will be elected this year to represent their district. And Home TV's Camille McCombs has this story.
Is running for his 3rd term in office and hopes to finish what he started.
So I've been pleased over the last 4 years to work on a number of pieces of legislation, work on the budget to actually implement a lot of those priorities, and now I want to look for those last 2 years to be able to finish it off.
This year, Representative Singh is running against Republican candidate George Nastis. If elected, Nastis plans to apply
my expertise in finance and economics and an interest in public policy to the issues that are important to the people in the community.
Both candidates have run their campaigns for this election very differently.
I had 5,000 of these literature printed up, and I've been to over 4,500 houses so far, passing out that literature.
While Representative Singh isn't solely focused on his campaign this time around.
And we're putting up lawn signs, we're going to community events and so forth, but we're really spending our time when we normally would go door to door in our own community around the state, trying to make sure that we help other Democrats get elected.
Candidate Nastis would like to see.
I want small government, low taxes, low regulation, economic growth, and prosperity for people in the community.
Representative Singh would like to see
Democratic majority so we can focus on those issues like education, economic development, and the environment that have been so key to my last 4 years here in office.
the community will decide who they would like to see as their representative during this year's election. Reporting in Meridian Township, Camille McCombs, Home TV.
And speaking of those candidates voters will see on their ballot, the Haslett School Board candidates participated in a question and answer formatted discussion open to the public last week. Home TV's Brianna Sparks takes us there.
Meet the candidates Greg Berg, Tim Griffin, Tammy Lemer, and Molly Pavarento. Listen to what the candidates have to say about why he or she is running for the school board.
Well, we have a son at Wilkshire, and he's had a tremendous experience so far. And I want to make sure that all 2,700 students in Haslett have that same great experience and can succeed, reach their full potential. And so I think with my experience in the public and private sector, working with people, collaborating, and being able to effectively communicate, I think I'd be a great candidate for the Haslett School Board.
My kids are growing through the schools and grades, and there's less and less opportunity to be involved in the classrooms. There's just a lot of opportunity there, and I have some visions for the school that I'd like to put on through the board and see if they can become real.
The personal reason I'm running is I've got 3 young kids. I've got a 4th grader and a 2nd grader, and then my youngest is 2.5. So we're going to be part of this district for the next 16 years. And it's really important to me that the schools continue their reputation of excellence and that we keep growing and developing in our schools. So hoping to be able to be on the board and do what I can to make sure that continues to happen.
Well, I'm running again to be a member of the Haslett School Board because I'm really invested in this community. I think it's a great school district, and I've been honored to be serving for the last 4 years and hope to be able to continue to provide leadership and guidance to the district.
It was a civil discussion about what each candidate can offer if elected as a school board member. In Haslett, Brianna Sparks, Home TV.
Attendees told us this was a great way for residents and parents to get to know the candidates, and you can vote for up to 3 candidates for the Haslett School Board on November 8th.
The U.S. Secretary of Education just announced that the Okemos Public Montessori at Central has been named a 2016 National Blue Ribbon School. And here's a look inside. Okemos Public Montessori at Central is one among 279 public and 50 private schools to receive this honor. The district mission statement is Together Inspiring, Learners Educating with Excellence, and Inspiring Learners for Life.
This is a compilation of everybody. This is parents who believe in the program. This is students who come ready to learn. And this is a staff who day in and day out, their focus is on getting kids to be the best they can be in whatever area that is. And so I am so proud of our teachers. I'm so excited for them. And this is really a tremendous honor.
The team efforts of the whole faculty and Okemos Public Montessori's definition of education is said to be what brought home that national award. Congratulations again to Okemos Public Montessori at Central. Still ahead, a look at East Lansing's food co-op.
And how a new garden can help bring breast cancer awareness to the community. When we come back to Meridian News Now, your source for community news.
Well, I just feel it's my duty as a citizen to vote, so I'm here to do that.
Being American includes the right to be able to vote and help in the decision making.
I really wanted to support some of our area and local initiatives.
Ever since I've been eligible to vote, I've voted just about in every election.
I think it's important to exercise my right as an American.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
there's always a way to stay connected in Meridian Township. Whether it's through Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or other social media sites, you can stay up to date with local news and get an inside look at township events. How can you get started? Visit meridian.mi.us for more information.
Welcome back. Last week, the Greater Lansing Food Bank held their 26th annual Empty Bowls event at Tropo in downtown Lansing. Members of the community who came out that afternoon with a $20 donation received a homemade bowl and a warm meal of soup, bread, and water. These donations go toward the Greater Lansing Food Bank to feed those in need right here in the community.
We have fundraisers like this one. You know, people support us $25 at a time to make sure that we have what we need, the resources we need to feed people. And so this is a caring community. It's a working class community. We don't have $1 million workers, but we have people who every day give what they can, and that's what this event is all about.
And if you'd like to make a donation to the Greater Lansing Food Bank, you can visit their website at greaterlansingfoodbank.org.
Also in need of local support, the East Lansing Food Co-op is reaching out to the community for help to keep the grocery store open. I had the opportunity to find out more about their operation. Take a look. Health, food, and community are three services the East Lansing Food Co-op has strived for the past 40 years.
Cooperation, it's about being here for each other and you know, supporting our local economy through cooperation, communication, connectedness.
And now ELFCO is looking for the community to return that support.
So though we're in our 40th year, we are struggling right now. We would love the community's participation to come in our store and shop, and that would be what helps the most to keep us as a storefront option, as a grocery store.
The community-owned and democratically run market has sent out a mass flyer asking for help.
We just really need, as an urgent need, we need people's help to stay here in our community and continue to service everyone.
And they want to continue that service, especially right now. It's National Food Co-op and Fair Trade Month, and here at ELFCO, they are recognizing this celebration with holding a bag credit donation for the Greater Lansing Food Bank. And customers who use a reusable bag will receive this token, which is equivalent to a $1 donation for the Greater Lansing Food Bank.
It's great to celebrate the idea of the co-ops across the country, and we've got this month to try to toot our horn a little bit about who we are and what a co-op is all about.
East Lansing, Adriana Cotero, HOMTV. Starting immediately, ELFCO is giving past and present owners a discount on everyday sales and inviting the community to attend their board meetings to discuss co-op concerns.
October is also National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Meridian Township is celebrating by planting the town pink. The Meridian Garden Club hosted their groundbreaking ceremony today, featuring the location for the new Planted Pink Garden. This will be located on site of the Meridian Historical Village Central Park. This project is now underway in part with the new Meridian Township Master Plan, configuring the garden to be 720 square feet.
To provide reflective spaces in the community for people with breast cancer and survivors of the disease. So it is our goal to have a pink garden, pink 3 seasons of the year.
And that garden will feature a mix of trees and, of course, flowers, shrubs, and plants of various pink shades. Well, coming up, HOMTV's Andrea Urban joins us now for a sports update.
It's nearing the end of football season. What do you have for us, Andrea?
This week, our sports crew covered Friday Night Football to a Volley for a Cure game and the CAAC Soccer Gold Cup. I'll have all that when we come back to Meridian News Now, your source for community news. What do I do? What?
Meridian Township proudly televises its award-winning general election coverage for citizens to educate themselves on their representatives.
We want you to participate in this evening's debate by calling with your questions for the candidates at 517-349-1232, or you can tweet and Facebook a question to HOMTV using the hashtag #BallotMeridian.
Tune in and participate in debates all through the month of October on HOMTV.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge
To do my part by scooping up after my dog to have a greener Meridian.
To help lessen the spread of disease.
to reduce the 4.4 million pounds of dog poo on the ground each year.
To stop dog waste from being the third leading contributor of water pollution.
I pledge to do my part. Do you?
Pledge to clean up after your dog for a cleaner Meridian.
Last Tuesday, Haslett and East Lansing soccer walked onto the field of Mason High School to compete for the CAAC Gold Cup trophy. The first half ended scoreless. Now let's head into the second half. A Haslett goal kick ends up in Sam Levy's possession, who sets it up on himself on the right and boots past one of the goalkeepers into the left corner to put the Trojans up by 1. But they aren't safe. Vikings Joe Spartica and EL goalkeeper Scott Campbell collide going for the ball. Shin Nishimura puts it in the back of the net on the goal that would be annulled just because of the foul on the goalkeeper.
Number 1 or 4, you got to come in. This is a tough tournament. Haslett was on a roll. They played very well this year, and they knocked off some good teams.
Martins goes deep in the same spot as the first goal, closing the game 2-0. And that was the final score, and here is East Lansing raising the trophy. The Chieftains hosted Lansing Eastern under the Friday Night Lights. Okemos entered the matchup with a record of 1-6. Searching for just their second win of the season, the Chieftains are up 7-0 in the start of the first quarter, and the rest of the night goes just as planned. A handoff to Chiefs star Dallas Williams, and he carries it all the way down the field for another Okemos touchdown, and it's 14-zip. The momentum doesn't stop. Okemos goes on to score again, and now we're into the second quarter. Quarterback Dominique Clerkey finds Patrick Nougat, and he connects with him in the back corner. Now here's Williams again, and he tries to the left, he goes to the right, and he slides into the end zone for a 35-yard touchdown just before the half. That'll be the final touchdown of the night, folks, and it's 34-0 with the victory over Lansing Eastern. Okemos achieves what they couldn't last year, 2 regular season wins, bringing their record to 2-6. The Haslett Vikings volleyball team honored a very special former member of their program last Tuesday during their game against St. John's. HOMTV's Maya Sanchez has the story.
A packed house and a volleyball game to win. But the true meaning of this game was in between the lines. Behind the lines of the volleyball net.
This is a huge event for us. The community has pulled together to, support Mrs. Pringle here. Anything that we can do to help her out, is our #1 priority.
Haslett Middle School teacher and former high school volleyball coach Colleen Pringle was recently diagnosed with breast cancer and is currently undergoing treatment.
She's like literally the nicest person you'll ever meet. She's so bubbly, like happy. She just loves life. She takes every day like it's gonna be the best day ever.
Sporting pink socks, headbands, and a flame of confidence.
Haslett on 3, 1, 2, 3, Haslett, hey!
The Vikings clinched the first set 25-21 on a St. John serve. Lane Valley sets it and Sarah Schmidt kills it on the road. To honor Pringle, this October's breast cancer shirts were personalized with a football and a volleyball, the sports her kids played in high school. And for all who know her, Pringle is an inspiration.
She really just makes me want to have like a good day every single day and make other people around me happy and just have everyone just be happy.
Happy even if things didn't go their way. St. John's won the second and third sets 25-18 and 25-17 and topped the night with a fourth set 25-11 victory to defeat Haslett 3-1.
I think that we let the errors consume us tonight, so our goal from here on out till districts is to work on that and gain our trust back.
It was a loss on the court, but an ace for cancer awareness. In Haslett, Maya Sanchez, HOMTV.
Haslett continued their pink out at their football game and honoring those who are fighting and those who won and those who unfortunately lost this battle. Also on Friday night, the Haslett football team honored the passing of a 13-year-old Haslett 8th grader who was killed by a train on Monday. Thoughts and prayers out to his family. That's all for sports this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Andrea. And now we take a look at this week's Pet of the Week from the Capital Area Humane Society, Ingham County Animal Control and Shelter. First up, we have Heidi. Is a lovable, laid-back girl. She wants nothing more than to cuddle in your lap or be up in your face to snuggle and give kisses. She's easygoing about everything but her feet. She's a goofy girl who deserves a second chance.
Now meet 7-year-old Rocky. This handsome boy is a rock star at our office site adoption event and loves to show off his smarts. Rocky knows tons of tricks, including heel and shake. He is ready to go home with a family that he can keep learning with. Check out our HOMTV Facebook page to find out where you can adopt our pets of the week.
And that's all for this week's Meridian News Now. You can stay up to date with Township News by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, HOMTV.net. I'm Brandie Yates.
And I'm Adriana Cotero. Thank you for watching.